Morning. So, um, some good tea. Alright, so um, today I wanted to discuss how shamanism and occult magic go together. And when I say occult magic, I mean, any, um, or occult science actually. I break it down to a science, but any form of, hidden magic or any kind of magic at all. So, that would include, witchcraft, um, Wiccan, uh, Santeria, all of these different forms, all of these different sections of magic. I try to incorporate a little bit of everything and not to break it down just to one particular set. It's a lot of different forms of magic that I deal with, but me personally, I just break it down to a science of using my mind. But a lot of people who practice, get results in what they're doing and are happy kind of just allowing that place that they feel comfortable with their magic to just sit. So they're kind of repeating the same rituals, money spells, hexes, curses, even though that's not personally my thing. I love everybody, so I don't want to, you know, do any harm to anybody because at the end of the day, I am all. So I'm really just hurting myself. But, for those who do, um, to make your craft stronger, we must release our past traumas, pains, and hurt. Not only will it allow our magic to flow more freely, we will also um, release a lot of stress, trauma, pain, emotions that kind of keep us uncomfortable or keep us not feeling so great, right? So, not around last year. Sorry, we just entered a new year. So in 2018, I was actually blessed to be introduced to another shaman who has really just been a blessing. Teaching me so many different things, introducing me to so many different things, and really opening my reality up to a point that now, I know that everything is possible. What took me down the path of shamanism, because I've been in the occult for, was it 2019 or 2020? Maybe between 2015 or 2016, I really started dabbling in it and looking for answers. And, 2017, 18, 19, and now 2020, I'm really taking it up to a brand new level. And I've really been deep, deep into the sciences. But what happened is I had reached a point where I was aware that I had a blockage, in this area, in my throat area, and it was intense. It was really bad. And I knew that in order for me to advance, that this was an issue and this was something that I had to take care of. Um, so I started looking for answers. I started asking my source or going within myself. I'm like, man, look, this is what's going on. I need this cleared up. I need this energy free. So, you know, um, when you look for answers and you're trying to heal yourself and you're serious about it, the universe comes to you with answers. Your higher self, your gods, your deities, your ancestors are going to come through and give you the knowledge for which you seek. If you don't seek anything, you just kind of sit back, you think the doctors are going to do everything for you, or you just think, some kind of magical, thing is going to happen just without you putting in that effort or you putting in that attention. It can happen, but maybe it's going to happen a lot slower. Maybe it won't happen at all. So when I did that, I was able to come across, this person, this shaman, who, I still get a lot of information from, and I'm still learning from, and I'm still getting more and more knowledge on these sacred medicines, tools, and plants that are for healing. So with that being said, last night I actually did a small ceremony. I didn't expect it to go the way that it did, but I'm really blessed for it. I feel amazing this morning. I feel so much that was cleared out. And that wasn't really the intention of what I was trying to do, but I was trying to tap deep within myself to manifest something. So, uh, this here is a self applicator. This I wanna pronounce it correctly. I wanna say it's Karup or Karupe. It's like a tool, and what it's for, you use it in order to uh, in order to um, apply what is known as rape through your nasal cavity, and this goes straight to the pineal gland. All right, and when you use it, what you do is, give me a second. So you can see this, right? It's more, it's what rape is. It's like another form of sacred medicine, but it's herbs, um, like tobacco and a bunch of different things. Different tribes make it. And what you do with this, at least for your self applicator, like I would take this point here, dip it into the rape, get a little bit of it, place it here. I don't want I want to do it right now because I'm about to go to the gym. But when this is here, you blow it slowly, shoots up. You'll feel the sensation here. You'll almost kind of, shut your eyes or it may tear up for a minute, but you can definitely see it. All right. How I was introduced to it: left nostril is release, right nostril is you're obtaining something. So if you want to bring something in, which yesterday I was bringing something new into my life, so I went to the right. And then after that, I used my smoke pipe and used or smoked what is called changa. Now, changa is very, very powerful. I wouldn't recommend it for everybody, especially if you're first starting off into your shamanism journey, because it can change, not can, but at least the form that I get, it changes your reality really, really quickly. But see, herbs here. And these herbs um, allow you to break through, or it interacts with your mind and allows you to break through certain barriers. And you tap into different realms. So with that, I tapped in. I started screaming out these affirmations really loud of what I wanted to manifest. I started seeing the affirmations visually within myself, within myself. So my eyes are closed. And it's really hard to explain the experience. Everybody else is going to be different. I probably wouldn't have been able to do this my first couple of times, but it tapped in, right? Saw everything manifest, which was great. So then when I finished, I, started, kind of trying to clear out the rest of the rape because, it's going to be in your nasal cavities and all of that stuff. And, not to be disgusting, but a big chunk of, mucus came out, like a whole lot, just straight from my throat area. And that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Once that happened, I mean, I felt like 3 or 4 pounds lighter. I was able to see a lot differently. And since then, my vision has been a lot clearer and everything. And that particular type of rape that I was using yesterday, Sunu, was meant for just that. It clears your energetic body. It clears all mucus out. It interacts with your throat chakra. And um, that is what is going to make us stronger and allow us to release our traumas from our past so that we can live a lighter and more free life, which makes my magic just so much easier. I mean, at the point that I'm at, everything that I um, put into my mind, comes like that. I don't really have a question of whether it's going to happen or not. I already know that it's going to happen, but I still have those things from my past that I need to release. So if anybody is, I wouldn't even say suffering, but if anybody is aware of different traumas, different pains, different experiences that they may have experienced in their younger years, um, and are still, or realize that those things are still holding some kind of place today, those things can be released. And when you release those pains and those traumas, you're able to open up new channels, new pathways, new forms of magic because your energy is able to flow through an area that was once blocked. These aren't my only sacred medicine tools. These are just the ones that I used last night. So there's a lot of different forms of sacred medicine. There is a lot of different tools that you can use, just vibration, sound, um, your voice, what you say out of your mouth, your intention, all of these different things allow you to, um, really clear things out and open up. And the sacred medicine puts you in an altered state of consciousness so that when you're doing these things, you're able to really know and clearly see where your manifestations are taking place and how they're taking place. All right. So if anybody is looking to kick your occult magic or your Wiccan magic or your witchcraft, hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, all of that stuff. If you're trying to kick that up to another notch, and really release different things that you don't need, tap into shamanism. Not only that, you gain more friends or acquaintances or assistants on other planes of existence in other realms, which essentially, should have come through, and they really are the main ones helping you out of doing it because they have access to more energy. So, again, I just want everybody to be great, wishing everybody a bunch of peace, prosperity, abundance, inner joy, growth, and all things good that are going to help you prosper in 2020 and beyond. Peace.